Hi, Chris. I saw your sorry, I'm a bit sick. I saw your video writing a blog, write a blog, and I just felt the need to comment on it because I don't agree with certain things you said on it. Um, so I checked your other YouTube videos and it seems like you're an entrepreneur and making your own business or whatever. That's cool. You do your own thing, but um, I'm talking mainly about what you said about the blog about writing in general. Um, I feel like writing is kind of really messed up these days. A lot of people don't really understand how to write properly. So first off, what you said about the headlines, that's actually right. I'll give you credit for that. That is actually correct. You need an important headline because who wants to read some boring thing, you know? So you're right on that part. But Um, so number one of your three things. Okay. Number two, content. No, no. What you said about where the Twitter age 100, whatever Twitter is, 150 words. I don't know, 150 letters, whatever. Yeah, you're right. But if you're creating a blog is writing. So people who people who are reading already have or gonna read a blog instead of Twitter are already more predisposed to probably read something a bit longer. So what you do, right, and they teach you this, what you do is that you, let's say you write something 500 words long. You write something 500 words long, you put all the important details in the beginning, and then you just, from there on, you just trickle down to less and less important things. Because the mindset is that if you slowly lose your audience over time. And I mean, it's true. You don't read the end of an article when you start reading an article. You read the beginning, and then you read it for a bit, and you're like, oh, I lose interest. So what they teach you is that, all right, do it as much as possible with as few words as possible. Hence, that's why newspaper articles are so short. And blogs should, based on how you're saying it, blogs should follow a similar format. So you shouldn't do it short, like you say. Like, you make it sound like Twitter short, which is or just short in general. Which, no, it doesn't. It doesn't look good because it looks. One thing, it looks it looks childish because you don't fully explain things. Because when you do such a thing, when you do like the whole Twitter, you don't fully explain it. It's not possible. It's hard enough to do something in 500 words. It's not really feasible to begin with. So you do that. If they want to read the whole thing, even better. Don't write too much, obviously. Although I would say write as much as you possibly can, but I understand in your situation it might not be a good idea. Um, the other thing you said, speak to your audience. Yeah, bro, what are the two comments you said? Hope after listening to this I won't be a robot. I don't know, man. It seems kind of like you have to follow your own advice here. It kind of seems like you're reading on a script, just you're a little bit better than the average person. You know what I'm saying? Because you come off as casual, and you're right about that. You need to come off casual, but you, I watched a few other videos, and it doesn't really. You don't seem to be coming off like that. I mean, what you're saying is true. I agree, but kind of need to follow your own advice on that one. Um, and finally, the last bit. Call to action. No. It seems forced when you have to say, "Oh, what do you think?" It feels really forced. What you should do, you shouldn't even need to ask. Your actions, or in this case, your content, should speak for itself, and they should feel propelled, or sorry, not propelled, uh, impelled. Whoa, what's the proper word? Oh man, I'm blanking out. It's late. They should feel, yeah, impelled. I think it's impelled. They should feel impelled um, to respond to what you're saying. So granted, obviously something more controversial would do that, but if you're a good writer, they should respond regardless and be like, oh, was in such and such a situation. You should never do it because, for one thing, it's forced. It's a YouTube thing. That's just a straight up YouTube thing. Oh, comment, subscribe. It's so forced. It's so cliche. And honestly, everyone's always trying to not be cool, mainstream. Everybody wants to be off-putting these days. So you shouldn't even need to do that. Just straight up, um, let your actions speak for themselves. I took a look at your other videos on writing blogs, but you kind of just reiterated what you said here, so I felt like responding to that. Um, so thanks. Hopefully, people will change a bit in regards to what makes a successful blog. Thanks.